This is Guru Focus First Look, your morning market brief for Friday, August 21. Here are the stories driving markets today. Walmart shares tumbled 9% in pre-market trading after the retail giant reported slowing sales growth and issued a weaker-than-expected outlook, despite announcing price cuts following a $2.9 billion tariff refund. The company's disappointing guidance raised fresh concerns about consumer spending and the broader retail sector.
Turning now to the U.S. national debt. The Treasury Department confirmed that gross federal debt has surpassed $40 trillion for the first time, more than doubling since President Donald Trump first took office. The milestone is fueling renewed debate over long-term fiscal sustainability and the potential impact on interest rates and economic growth. Another story we're watching is ongoing volatility in the bond market. Despite recent measures from Treasury Secretary Bessent aimed at calming investors, bond markets remain unsettled, with global equities mixed and oil prices slipping. The persistent volatility comes as investors remain cautious about the outlook for rates and inflation.
Staying with the markets, U.S. stock futures are holding steady ahead of the open, drifting higher even as elevated Treasury yields continue to exert pressure. This follows a sharp sell-off yesterday that saw the Dow Jones Industrial Average drop 700 points after government efforts to subdue yields failed to reassure investors. Meanwhile, Bitcoin rallied 12% over the past 2 days, buoyed by President Trump hosting cryptocurrency executives at the White House and signaling strong support for digital asset regulation, including backing for the proposed Clarity Act. Increased institutional interest and positive regulatory signals have contributed to renewed optimism in the crypto market.
This next story is about Nvidia, which is expected to exceed second-quarter revenue estimates by $3 billion, according to analysts. The company's current valuation is being described as a compelling opportunity, with expectations for continued strength in the artificial intelligence sector. Turning to China, Alibaba reported a 75% year-over-year drop in quarterly profit to $1.6 billion, as heavy investment in artificial intelligence infrastructure weighed on results. Shares of Alibaba fell 5% following the announcement.
Elsewhere, Anthropic, the artificial intelligence startup, is reportedly preparing to file for an initial public offering that could rival SpaceX in size. The company's annualized revenue run rate has reached $65 billion, highlighting rapid growth in the AI sector. In corporate deal news, Charter Communications has completed its $34.5 billion acquisition of Cox, with the combined company adopting the Cox Communications name and transitioning customers to Spectrum.
Also making news today, the proposed $110 billion merger between Paramount and Warner Bros. Discovery is facing legal and industry backlash. The California Attorney General is demanding robust remedies, while industry groups are urging a settlement to avoid additional taxpayer costs. Turning to healthcare, Moderna and Merck have announced a significant breakthrough in mRNA-based cancer vaccines, potentially paving the way for a new wave of personalized cancer treatments. On the labor front, U.S. employer-sponsored healthcare costs are projected to remain elevated through 2026, with both medical and pharmacy trends holding steady at high levels. This continues to pressure both public and private sector budgets.
Elsewhere, New York City has overtaken San Francisco as the top market for tech talent, according to CBRE's latest report, reflecting shifting dynamics within the technology industry. Finally, the Pro-Farmer Crop Tour has found a 9% drop in Nebraska corn yields and the lowest ear count since 2013, raising concerns for U.S. grain markets as the growing season progresses. That wraps up today's market update. We'll be back soon with the latest market news. Thanks for listening to the Guru Focus Brief.